All right, guys, I'm back here again. All right, guys, so a couple different things happened since the last time I was here, about a week ago. Um, First thing you want to do, like the first thing that I did here, is you got to get your erosion control in first. So you got to make sure you get that in, and you can't go wrong with Class A silk fence. Just in case some of you guys don't know what Class A silk fence is, this guy right here, man, and you know it's Class A because you got the wire in it. Got this wire in it, um, and typically you don't have the metal post, which is always good too because a lot of time the subcontractors come in and they like to try to, if you got the wooden ones, they'll just run over them. They don't like to tear up the cars and vehicles unless they're driving a company truck. So you want to get that in, guys. That's the first thing you want to get in. Now, all the water's coming this way, so we only need it on the front side. Don't necessarily need it on the top of the hill up there because everything's coming this way. Another thing you want to get in, you want to get your gravel. Now here, instead of 57 gravel, guys, I did a little bit bigger. You know, let's see if you can kind of see the size of my hand. This is the size gravel that I use here, and I use this right here. We'll spread this out about, when the excavator come in, we'll spread it out about, maybe a good 20 feet or so back that way, so that the trucks, this is going to be our main driveway right here, guys. So when the trucks come in, like all my trucks and delivery vehicles and stuff, we're probably going to be coming in right here. In this little area, you can kind of see it right here. I kind of built that for my driveway, so we'll kind of have it going up there. And also, guys, I'm going to be compacting that as well, which is also a good thing. This is the lower side. That's why we had to reverse this plan. So this is the basement side. So we got that in. And guys, you got to get your porta potty in. You got to get this in. Um, these guys, Wise Environmental. Typically, my dumpster people also do the porta pot thing. So these are the things that you got to go ahead and get in, guys, before you do anything. Next thing you're gonna need, you got to have that permit. You got to have at least a land disturbance permit. So I go pick that up in the morning. Hopefully my excavator will show up in the morning. But the first thing they're gonna do, look for my, first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna start taking away all these trees. Now I had one more person to come on the scene. All right, hold up. Before you guys do anything, before you even put in your silk fence right here, guys, you better, and if you don't do this right here, man, you're gonna be in trouble. First person that you're gonna call is this guy right here. You're gonna call, let's see if I can get it right here. Guys, you're gonna call 811. You call 811, they're gonna do a line locate. Why is that important? Glad you asked. The reason that it's important is because if you start digging and no one has called 811, not 911, guys, 811, and you didn't do a line locate to make sure, because this is underground. All the utilities for this subdivision right here is underground, so everything is underground. This little portion right here is all underground, and so if you mess around and my guys is coming out here, let's just say for instance my silk fence guy got to digging and he hit one of these utilities, then he's gonna be fine, man. They're gonna hit him for about $500, especially the excavator, the heavy equipment. They got it, and he called this in. I'm an excavator. I guarantee you, this is my excavator right here. He called him in just to make sure that we know where all the stuff is, so that when they start digging and moving dirt, they're staying way away from the lines. I mean, you can kind of see them kind of faintly put in here, and they also put flags. You can see these flags they put in here too. Those are the things. So, guys, this is a process. This ain't like you just get together. Hey, man, let's just start digging. No, man, this is a process. So your erosion control got to be in. You need to at least have a submittal for your permitting. At the bare minimum, you need to get your land disturbance before you actually start digging. You need to have your porta pot here. Another thing that you got to have, which I've already done, is you got to have your surveyor to come out. And he hadn't done it yet. He'll be here in the morning to do it. Because it'll really kind of be better to clear about a bunch of these trees first, and then the surveyor shows up and put the stakes in the ground, the four corners of the extreme corners of the house. So we need to set that, because we even had to, you know, based on we lined this house up with the road back here, guys. I mean, you know, I got a plan. He sent me a plan. It looks really good, man, the way we lined this house up. So, so you want to get all that stuff together first, man. Then you're gonna know your elevations. Once you get those four corners for your house, you're gonna know your elevation. You're gonna know where everything's gonna be. Now, now some of the bigger trees are gonna come on down. We're gonna take them big boys down. But some of these trees, you know, you know, now I did my silk fence. If you guys see right over here, well, I got my silk fence over here. I ran that silk fence up probably about a third of, 3/4 of the way on the property line to keep my other subs away, so we know where the field lines are going to be. We also have secondary field lines over on this side over here. That's going to be behind the house, guys. Guys, especially in Jefferson County, guys, if you're gonna be in Jefferson County, you better find out where your field lines are gonna be. Have your surveyor to come out here, place the house, and have them to place that house away from those field lines, and make sure that when you running your, you know, that you got space to run your field lines through the perk hole that they dug. So that's what you want to pay attention to. So that's one of the first things. I put these flags here, by the way, kind of give an idea what a house is going to set. But none of that stuff means anything, because it matters what the surveyor is going to put down here. So we're going to get this right here. Hopefully some machines and stuff will start showing up this week, man. You never can tell about these guys. And guys, you know, that's why I try to just kind of give my homeowners a tentative schedule of what's fixing to happen, as well as you know, have some cameras on this site to make sure that they can see, you know, when things start happening and things start to move around and stuff, they can see it as well. So this is so once again, guys, if you get anything out of this right here, get that this is a process. This is a process, man. It's, you know, there are things that's going to be going on. There's things in the background that's happening. And also, guys, just make sure that when you set in this house and you're doing all what you got to do here in Jefferson County, I meant to say this right here, these guys are notorious for not approving your septic tank, man, if it's not consistent with the plans. If it deviates by any stretch of the imagination with the plans that you turned in, they're not going to approve it. You got to do all that stuff all over again. Sometimes it can take about a month. So you don't want to be held up on stuff like that. Once again, guys, like, share, subscribe, get your things in, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. You guys have a good one.